Hi, this is DH Dunn, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. I've been very excited to get back into it. It's been a couple days. Let's roll. I have a bit of a new setup going on here. I have moved OBS over here, so I can now see if there's problems with the audio, and I have game audio and mic audio separated, so finally I can kind of tweak those. I also have my coffee in this to reduce drinking sounds, maybe a little bit. So a couple changes. I still haven't put the portrait in. Oh, I wanted to put the portrait in so bad. I'll try to get that done for next time. Unless this session ends up being more than one session on YouTube. But I'll get it. I will definitely get it. Alright, so we have just arrived here. We've got our new buddy Aloth. I almost called him Aloy. That's a completely different game. He's got some wizard spells. Let's see. Dark and dazzling lights overwhelms anyone in an area of effect with a brilliant, bewildering pyrotechnic display, decreasing their will and leaving them dazed. Fan of flames. Cone of fire. Sunless grasp. Caster's hands become so cold. Okay, so it's shocking grasp, except cold. And magic missiles. Just Aminoleta's minor missiles. Okay. Now, we don't have a lot going on. We had a dream, and we saw an old woman in the dream.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what we need to work on, but we might want to talk to a few folks. Some kind of brown slop is congealing in these dishes. It smells burnt. She said something about...
Sure.
How do you do?
We still have rooms open. It's never too early for a drink. Please sit where you like. Would you like a drink or a room? We have two available. At the moment, I'm afraid we can't offer much in the way of good meal today, unless you're fond of cold porridge. I'm interested. There's something here. You only serve porridge? Aloth looks at you and shakes his head quickly. This isn't by choice, I assure you. We used to serve some of the finest meals in the Deerwood. We've had a damnable run of luck is all. It's been a bad season for the crops. We're running low on supplies. I sent Tenfrith up north to stock up. Tenfrith's our cook, you see. An artist with a good roast. But it's been days since he was supposed to return. We haven't seen any sign of him. Side quest. I've only just taken over from the last owner myself. I don't know what I'll do if he doesn't turn up. This sounds like a job for Captain Sidequest. Really? Her face brightens. I'd be grateful to you if you did. He was traveling to the Valewood, but it's probably nothing. A broken wheel, maybe. But I do worry. You see him safely home, and I think everyone here would sing your praises. Nobody much likes my porridge. Well, I think we will go work on that. What do you sell? Nothing for me, thanks. Of course, running a little show on goods these days. We ought to have more soon. Oh, they just have food. Okay. Will you buy my extra crap, though? Because that would be great. I don't need to carry around 17 things of armor here. What's that? Lockpicks? Probably hang on to that. Wolfhide, maybe hang on to that. We'll hang on to the torch. 210, baby! Look at that. Alright, I will take one camping supply if you have it, please. Because I think I can only have one. Trade. There we go. Very good, very good. Okay, and Aloth, I guess we should look at how you're set up, though, huh? New quest, late for dinner. Late for dinner. The Blackhound Inn in Gilded Vale has lost its beloved cook. Find Tenfrith. Much like the rest of town, Gilded Vale's Inn has seen better days. It doesn't get much business, but the inn's master chef usually draws in a small but steady amount of visitors. That is, until his recent appearance during a routine trip north for supplies. The innkeeper suggested he might have come to harm in the road through the Valewood and is seeking aid in seeing the chef safely returned. I like it. Let's make it happen. But I was going to look at Aloth. Not Aloy, I'm sorry. You have this, your leather armor. It does have a special property. Lightly enchanted to enhance his spellcasting abilities. Okay. We can enchant things more. Oh, wow. We'll have to look into that. What am I wearing? Crappy ass armor. Can I enchant that? Quality. I would need things and money. It seems like I have the materials, I just don't have the money and the knowledge. Okay, fair enough. Let's depart. And the only thing I might want to look for in town is some kind of shop, if there is one available. With my new buddy, Aloth, my name is not Aloy. Temple of Aothis, Blackhound Inn, Road South, Blackhammer Smithery, Ingruid's House, Windmill, Road East, Offra's House, Road South. Yeah, we saw that. Okay. Maybe we talk to Adair first. And then we do some shopping. And then we try to find this cook. We might get pulled into this vision. I don't know. This thing. Seems like maybe that's up to us. We'll see.
Were you looking for someone in that tree? I could introduce you.
Let's see. Strange way to talk about your dead. No, I don't need any help. That is a weird way to talk about dead people. He looks up at the tree and breathes out. Half the town's up there now, seems like. No right way to talk about it. Okay. I'm not looking for someone who can help me feel... Well, I guess I'm sick. I wasn't taking it that way. Sure. I'm looking for someone who can help me feel better. He gives an understanding nod as he takes a long drag from his pipe. My condolences. He exhales and turns his attention away, watching the village around him. Okay, I'm not supposed to... Alright, we'll do this. Maybe. Maybe. There we go. Caldara de Baranzi. The squat, distended body of an elderly dwarf woman dangles from a thin, crooked bow that sags at the tug of her noose. The bloated purple flesh of her neck, worn away in patches like moth-eaten linen, bulges over the rope that suspends her, and her lifeless head lolls forward rigidly from one side to the other when the breeze shifts. She's dead. You perceive a faint glow around her that casts no light on its surroundings, but there is a tepid warmth to it, and you feel somehow that you could reach out and touch it, not with your hands, but with some aspect of yourself that has no other worldly dimension. No worldly dimension. I will reach out. You take a deep breath, clearing your mind, focusing on your objective. As you exhale, you feel yourself spreading out towards the hanging woman, perceiving all that lies between you and her with new, unfamiliar awareness. Once you've expanded enough to reach her, there is a sudden jolt in your mind, a ringing electric surge of images and sounds and words. I am twisting things around a little bit as I read them. I try not to. Involuntarily, you shut your eyes, and you feel yourself being pulled down to some deeper consciousness in a space occupied only by you and the hanging woman. And when you open them again, she is staring at you with eyes clouded in milky fog, her body still swaying in a wind you no longer feel from a tree that stands planted in the misty void. The woman gives a slow nod of her head, and the rope creaking as she does so, she smiles at you.
Have you come here for me, dear? Or have you gotten lost? It is both, I think. Yes?
I'm really glad that that's voice acting because I don't have an old lady voice. Or maybe I do, but I'm not going to do it. Let's see, am I imagining? How are you able to speak with me, being dead and all?
Is that what we're doing? Perhaps it just seems that way. Perhaps it is the easiest way for your mind to make sense of it. I think it is a very good choice.
All right. I need to understand what's happened to me. She nods, a look of pity on her face, as though consoling a child.
The world looks a little different than it used to, is that it? Feels like you're noticing things for the first time that have always been there.
She nods.
You have seen past the shroud. It only takes an instant. Your soul remembers, yes? Remembers how it sees when it leaves the body, like being reminded of a dream you had forgotten. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
What is a watcher?
What indeed? Long hours have many animancers spent studying such things. Not I, though. Not I. I'll tell you what I know, though, since fair is fair. And here we are, visiting, you and I, and it reminds me of better times.
I very much like the cheerful personality that they gave her.
Souls pass on. Some say through Audra stones, which are the blood veins of the world. They leave the world for a time and are reborn into it, sometimes more than they were before, but usually less and seldom the same. For all souls there is a time where they do not live, yet have not passed on, and those souls roam the world, same as you or I, either leaving or lost. But no one sees them because they have forgotten how. A watcher sees, though, knows what to look for. And sometimes they know a person just by looking at them, know where they've been in ages past when their bodies were other bodies. See memories even their owner can't recall.
Interesting.
A wonder to behold when all goes well. A wonder.
What do you mean when all goes well? What happens when it doesn't go well?
Oh, nothing to be afraid of, I'm sure. It's just much to take in for some. Sometimes there's trouble sleeping or other difficulties.
She smiles at you reassuringly, fanning out a long tuft of whiskers that sprouts from one of her cheeks.
You should see old Mayorwald. He could tell you much more than I.
Okay.
A watcher just like you. Helped many in his day. Took up in an old keep no one would claim. Not far, not far. Kadnua, beyond the Black Meadow. He will welcome the company.
Okay, alright. Why did I survive the bivouac?
Did you now, dear? My, that would be something, wouldn't it? Could be luck, could certainly be. A storm can be a careless thing.
Yeah, but it's a magic storm.
Or maybe it got its hands around your soul but couldn't pick it up. A soul can be heavy if it stayed in one piece through its time. Strong souls, we call them in the trade. Cold, I mean. Called them. Those days are all behind me, no?
She's realizing she's dead. You said that souls break up over time?
Oh, yes. Entropy. Rimagan's work.
Even souls?
We know little of why or how. We lose pieces of ourselves when we die and pick up pieces of others when we are born again. But less than what we lost. We tried to stop it with the animantic sciences, but with little success. No.
I mean, the whole point of the soul would be that it is immune from entropy, that's your immortality. So you live forever as a soul. Interesting.
A very small few resist Rimergan's influence and stay together through some force of defiance, at least for a time. But they all succumb eventually, I think.
Alright, I want to ask her a few questions about her.
Me? I'll bore you to tears, though.
I just want to know who she is. What happened to you? She laughs, a rasping, choked cackle escaping from rows of buttery yellow teeth, causing her body to bob up and down with each spasm. Seeing your blank expression, she catches herself.
Oh, come now. Such a question. As though the answer were plain as a rope tied for strength.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Allow an old dwarf her last bit of cheer. Well, I came where I was needed, didn't I? Offered my services to Lord Radric for a pittance. A humble pittance. I was to examine the Lord's wife, see why the gods have seen fit to poison her womb. Studied her for months, looked high and low for impurities, tested her valence, the permeability of her essence. Do you know what I found?
I bet the answer's nothing. Yup.
Nothing at all. A healthy woman, head to toe, blessed with a beautiful soul. Such a sweet woman, too. Meek, but warm-hearted. A few months' time, and the lord of the house demanded answers. For a time, I told him what he wanted to hear. Oh, yes, my lord. She is riddled with imbalances. I must have time to cure her. As the birth drew near, he grew impatient, as lords do. And this is where I've ended up.
Yeah. This dude sounds like a piece of work. Lord Radric. I think I'm good. Thanks very much for all your help.
Goodbye, my dear. It was lovely visiting.
Can we talk to her again? Caldara closes her eyes and her head slumps forward over the noose, and your surroundings seem to bleed into your vision from some unknown place of waiting. I was granted the crucible of the soul. Uh-oh. No, you can't talk to her again. Oh, well. Aloth looks at you through narrowed eyes. Are you all right? You seemed lost just now. Gained 934 experience, total quest experience 1400. I'm a watcher. Apparently, I'm a watcher. His arched eyebrows recede into his hood. Well, that is interesting. So he at least knows what one is. He gives you a sly grin. And I expect that explains how you survived a beatwhack. In any case, I appreciate your honesty. Since we're traveling together, it's probably wise for us to share these things. Do you know anything about Watchers? Only that they're rare and that they have unique insights into certain soul conditions. He coughs, as you just demonstrated. Let's continue on. Okay, so we have a main quest to go to Kednua, but I still want to...
17 and a half.
Huh? Excuse me. The smell of the pipe smoke, once earthy and sweet, winds its way into your nostrils. Your eyes trace the smoke to its origin, and you find a broad man with a straw-colored hair leaning against a mossy rock wall. He's actually standing a few feet in front of the mossy rock wall, his pipe held to his lips with one meaty hand. He looks you directly in the eye, but the look is not aggressive. He regards you with a peculiar smirk.
17 and a half. Well, could be 18, depending on how you count the dwarf woman.
I'm sorry?
The dwarf woman. You were trying to figure out whether to count her as a full person. I think you oughta.
Yeah. Yes, you oughta. What are you talking about?
People hanging from the tree. 18 of them. Well, last I counted, anyway.
Okay. Aloth frowns. Is that what you people do for fun around here?
Name's a dare. Though to the people around here, might as well be 19.
Uh-oh.
Don't think I'd put you much higher than 22, 23 tops. You look like the sort that likes to get involved.
What makes you think I was interested in the dwarf woman? He looks at you a moment, his brow arched. His smirk broadens.
I was smoking over here, saw you staring at her. Twice I refilled my pipe. You never so much as blinked. Your mouth was so slack I took you for a Radric at first.
I don't know that I want to tell him I'm a watcher yet. I've been out of sorts lately. Of course, we all got our bad days when we stand perfectly still and stare at corpses for a while without blinking. He winks. I guess I do have to say that, because I don't want to say it's none of your business. Do you know what a watcher is?
Careful, friend. Let's not use that word round here.
Okay.
Could be any number of Radric bootlickers within earshot. Ciphers, animancers, watchers. Same thing in the eyes of folks around here, Radric especially. They come through these parts all the time with their cures, preying on the desperate. None of them are who they claim to be. Of course, seeing you with that funny look, I'd be halfway inclined to believe you were having some kind of communion with that dwarf. Either case, maybe I'm not 19 after all.
Oh, jeez.
No offense.
Why are they going to hang you?
The town's had it in for me for a long time now. Only fellow who ever stuck up for me, well, he's number 18 up there. My headman on the farm. Used to be my captain during the war.
War? Saints' War. Only one in my lifetime. Fella decides he's a living incarnation of Aethys. Overthrows Reed Saris, marches on Deerwood, so we gave him a Deerwoodian hello. What's a Deerwoodian hello?
We blew him up.
He smiles at this, but it is the smile of one recounting a joke for effect rather than for enjoyment. Who's Aethys? I know he's a god, but... God of rebirth and redemption? Formerly, anyhow. Maybe they call him something different where you're from. I had other questions. Let's see. Why was your headman hang? What's the town have against you? Oh, yeah. What's the town have against you?
Picked the wrong god. That's what it comes down to. Used to be a lot of Aethys worshippers in Gilded Vale. That mess of rocks over there, there was a temple to him, to give you some idea. Then one day, somebody named Widewind shows up on Deerwood's doorstep. Says he's the living flesh of Aethys. Got an army with him. Suddenly, Aethys isn't so popular in these parts. My brother Woden and me, neither of us believed it. No way was that Aethys. He enlisted, then I did too. But, he didn't make it back. After the war, people took to punishing Aethys worshippers, accusing them of treason. Got real ugly, especially after the legacy started. Folks needed someone to blame. I was safe because I fought, but then this rumor starts that my brother, that he was on the wrong side. And I wasn't so safe anymore. Until my headman stepped in and said they'd have to hang him to get to me.
Wow, that's a good boss.
Seems that's no longer a concern.
He looks up at the tree.
The townies don't do the hanging these days, but when Raedric's men come, they got no problem doing the pointing.
Oof. Well, if you're next to be hanged, why are you still here? He gives a half smile. Drinking, mostly. I like this guy. Point of fact, I'm on my way out. Just haven't figured out where I'm going yet. Not a whole lot of places out there that don't think Waidwin's legacy started with Waidwin. We could travel together. Where are you headed? Some place called Cadnua. There's an old watcher there who might be able to help me.
Seem to remember hearing something about that years ago. He tamed that place. People would seek him out for all kinds of things. Troubles of the soul, questions for the departed. Of course, that was back when you didn't have to say watcher with a hush on your breath. A man such as that, there'd be things I'd want to ask him. Don't know why I never thought of it before.
Something kindles in Adair's eyes, and the vigor of purpose finds its way into his voice.
Not sure how I feel about setting out with a stranger, and a strange one at that. But, truth be told, you might be the only one in town who wouldn't feel some relief seeing me swing from that tree.
There's a fine reason if I ever heard one, says Aloth.
All right, then. Guess I'll do some sightseeing.
Nice.
Long as you're not the one picking the sights.
Hey, let's get going. Nice. We've got Adair. I do want to make an adjustment audio-wise now that I have a bit more control over the audio. The voice volume is already up. Wow. Why is it so quiet? Get it to 100, please.
Yeah?
But then the prompt talking is pretty loud. All right, let's head over to the blacksmith. You take your own way, Adair. We'll meet you there. Now, Adair and Aloth are both voiced by the same person, Matt Mercer, which I find funny. I'm a bit of a voice acting geek. All right, I don't really need everybody's life story here. I just kind of want to shop. Are you the dude? This Almawa man is of impressive build, towering above the countertop. His skin is the dusky blue of the deeper oceans. His thick arms boast corded muscle. Small ears frame a square-jawed face that is coated in smeared soot and arcing black tattoos alike. He offers you a broad smile as you approach. Welcome. You're the first new face I've seen here in quite some time. What can I do for you? What do you have here? You come to us at a strange time, I'm afraid. The stock's not what it used to be. But we've some fine weapons and armor to offer yet. All forged right here at the Black Hammer. Let's see it. Of course, you won't find finer anywhere else. Okay, 318 to spend. Is there like a compare key? Not really. What's this? Retrain character. Okay, that's good to know. Party. So I may need to look at stuff first. No, I don't. Well, can I, if I hit, I'd like, okay, there is a compare. If we put it in, actually, I think if we just, yeah, you just got to give it a minute. Okay. He's got Saints War armor with a damage resistance of 7. So we would want something better than that, but that would take all of our money. I don't think I want that. What's your sword situation? You got a saber. Can I use a bow? Or a crossbow? I already have a bow. Excellent. Okay. So maybe we just save our money. I don't really see anything here that's affordable. Cape of withdrawal, maybe. I could see that helping Aloth. If he accidentally gets into combat, we could use this to help get him out of it. But oh, it's 825. We can't afford that. What am I doing? All right. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.
Hey there.
Okay. Let's head north. There's probably a side quest for these people too. But I don't want to get overwhelmed.
Sure.
I want to try to be a bit more like, okay, here's a thing, let's do the thing. Even if it's less efficient. Let's head north. North is the back to the wood, right? I think that's where we came from. I generally don't increase speed in games. I know that you can speed up the movement. I usually don't do that. The Valewood. Okay, that's where we want to be. Alright, late for dinner. Might have come to harm on the road through the Valewood. Okay. Well, not loving that it's nighttime. Could we camp until it's daytime? That dude isn't here anymore. Can we cross the river? No. Okay. I do see something over here that I could loot. I mean, it's worth selling. Now, what's this over here? A dead guy and a plant. Come on, Astrid. Oh, hello. What do we got? A young wolf. Probably this is going to be pretty easy. Except he had friends. Okay. Aloth, I want you up front.
Hey there.
No, excuse me. Adair, I want you up front. I'm shifting to bows. Tarn is.
How may I help?
And do we burn a spell on this? This is a young wolf. Young wolf. Young wolf. I don't see like a boss wolf. I don't really want you up front though there, Knucklehead.
Yes?
I know you're all about... Okay, good. You're going to stay back? What am I doing? Tarn, what are you doing, buddy? Come back here and use your bow. Hang on. Does Tarn have his bow equipped? No, he has the torch equipped. There we go. Alright. Doing good, guys. What kind of abilities do you have? You've got second wind and a knockdown. Can you knock a wolf down? You definitely knocked down. Okay, that's it. That one's good. That's done. Got some more wolf pelts. Excuse me, I would like everyone, please. Thank you. What else we got over here? Oh! These aged walls appear to have once encircled this entire glade. Only a small fragment remains, and the stairs leading to the top of the structure have crumbled away. Let's examine the wall more closely. The heavy bricks are slick with moss, presenting a hindrance to climbing, but the stones themselves seem sturdy enough. Given the right tools, one might easily reach the top. Scale the wall. The crumbling wall is of considerable height even now, and its uneven surface promises a difficult climb. Who will scale it? Go for it, Adair. Adair finds a handhold on one of the large stones and starts the climb. Despite a few loose rocks and awkward angles, Adair makes swift progress and quickly arrives at the top of the wall. Once there, Adair helps you up and over the side, including the bear. I hope this isn't the guy. Fulvano's gloves. Scrawled letter. I do not think you will ever see this, but you were right, Fulvano. We should have journeyed south together and have been safer for it. I would tolerate all the gloating in the world if I might live to hear it. I have put myself out of reach of the beasts circling below, but I am done for all the same. I do not think I will rise again. Whoever finds this, pray for me. Perhaps in the next life I shall be a trapper of wolves. So the wolves killed him. Okay, I don't think that's who we're looking for. He's got some gloves, though. I mean, obviously take everything. We could camp here so that we can use the camping supplies. Let's check those gloves. Dexterity. I like it. Hit me with the gloves. Thank you. Can we camp here? Camping launch. Damage reduction. He gets none. Yeah, no one needs to heal, so let's go. A little camping out in the wild is always nice. It's still nighttime. But now we can take those camping supplies. Thank you.
Hey there.
Okay, how do we get down?
Sure. Can
we pick those? Reach over the side, thank you. I guess we climb back down?
Laying low.
Or, whoa, we're stealth now. Whoops. Don't be stealth. Don't be stealthed. Thank you. Well, I guess we just live here now. How do I get down? Okay, there we go. From the edge of the wall, you see an old cobblestone road turns. Oh, yeah, climb down. Yay. Okay, we climb down free of incident. Alright, God, that's pretty. This map is so pretty. Well, so far, we're rocking it. As far as I'm concerned. Alright, we're going to go back to the road, even though I think probably what we're looking for is off the road. Maybe we'll see a hint or a sign. Aha! What's that over there? A dead guy. Maybe we found that dead guy before. Well, I'm off the road now. Oh, hello. More wolves. Standard protocol.
That looks like it hurt.
There you go. You're just using like a wand, Aloy? Aloy? I'm sorry, I keep calling you Aloy. What is this thing? A scepter. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. It's pretty cool. Oh, we're done.
Hey there.
I'm pretty sure he's going to be Aloy for the
Sure.
rest of the campaign. I'll try my best. What's this here? Shattered pieces of a crate are strewn across the dirt along with a few muddy vegetables. Uh-oh, here we go. Not good news, though. The grass is still flat, and behind the wagon's wheels, barrels of cabbages, potatoes, and squash have been overturned and abandoned. More camping supplies and silver money. Loose. Have we been over this bridge before? How do we miss this? Okay. So broke down on the road. There's the dead wolf. I wonder if there's a second part to the wood. Nope. Alright, I'm just going to stay off-road and see what I find. Besides this plant. What do we got over here? Anything? Oh, here we go. A cave. Get ready, guys. Nothing good is in caves. A bear. Someone said they had been killed by a bear. Okay, Aloth. I think the time has come for the magic missiles. Light them up. Don't get aggro, though. What else you got? Oh, the bear's almost dead. Don't worry about that. Oh, wait. Astrid is, like, super hurt. Astrid. Oh, my gosh. Astrid! Oh, no. What does it mean when Astrid dies? Man. Bear's hanging in there. Yes. Aloth, I take it back. Hit him with the missiles again, please. There we go. Now, Astrid will get back up. Okay, Astrid did get back up. I was worried about that. Who leveled up? Me and Aloth.
Hey there.
Bear hide. Cool, we can make a bedroll.
Sure.
What do we got over here? Cave coral. We got a treasure chest, which contained an exciting staff. Okay.
I shall be discreet.
No. I was trying to hit this thing. Okay. A figure drifts suspended in the musty air of the cavern. Its form and features blur and twist in cascading ripples of incandescence. You feel its energy eddying about your limbs, filling them with a heavy chill. Reach out. You reach out a hand for the spirit. There it is. In a moment of contact, you feel as though you have been struck a blow, head reeling as you tumble, helplessly into a waiting darkness. Light blooms at the edges of your vision. You feel the sun at your back and the weight of a bow in your hand. You know suddenly that you have come a long way from the vale, hunting deer. Now you are standing before a cavern, and the darkness extends far into its depths. Even so, your friend strides out before you, his red cloak flapping at his heels. You follow, heart hammering in your chest as he leads you deeper into the cavern. There is a roar like thunder echoing around you. Fear seizes you, casts you, stumbling back towards the exit, towards light and escape. You see a glint of steel, and then there is a sudden, terrible flash of agony behind your knee. You scream, stumble, fall. Your thoughts are chaos lanced through with pain, but in this moment of terrible clarity, you see your friend look back from the mouth of the cavern, his dagger daubed in crimson to match his cloak. And then there is a great dark shape above you, and then there is more pain. The vision recedes, and you are thrown back into yourself with seemingly resentful force. The corpse lies at your feet, and the specter lingers. In the span of energy between you both, you feel a sense of questioning, of confusion, of anger. So, his dude, we met this guy on the road, and his friend went in first, saw the bear, and then was like, now you're slower than me, so the bear will eat you instead. Wow, I met him on the road. A sudden lashing anger emanates from the spirit. Rage and grief seem to pour from the gleaming figure like smoke. I'll find him, and I'll see that he answers for what he's done. For a moment, the spirit seems to burn bright, and your head fills with a sickly triumph. The spirit seems to weaken with the force of its own exultation, growing fainter and fainter until you are alone once more. Vengeance from the grave. So this might not be the guy. I thought this was the guy for the bar.
Yeah?
Okay, well, we have levels up to do. Okay, I'm not super smart on which of these to take. I like athletics. They're mostly for the skill checks, I believe. I like lore. Survival. Sounds good. We can take one of these. Swift aim. Increased fire. Reducing accuracy but increasing fire range and reload time. Predator sense. Giving them a damage bonus over any creature suffering a damage over time effect. Marked prey. I like that. Yeah, let's mark prey. Yeah, I don't really know what's good for you guys. You seem pretty heavy into the lore, so let's give you another one of those and another mechanics. And one stealth. And do we have to pick these spells? Pick 2. I like web. AoE. Yeah, we could use an AoE. This combusting wounds would be good. All right, we'll go with those. And Adair has not leveled up.
Mm-hmm.
I assumed that was going to be the thing for the bar. I mean, it's not like there's a lot of map left, but we will check the rest of the map. Whoop, can't get over there. All right, over the river. Hello. A little dude, a Zarip. We saw one of these in the mine. Oh, there's a lot more of them. Astrid, get over there.
That's how it's done.
Speedy little guys, aren't they? Or did I up the speed? That's slow mode. Doink. Alright, they're all dead. Loot that up.
Hey there.
What do we got here? Some meat. A cap. Adair, do you want a cap? Now that you've leveled up too. There, you look amazing. We'll level you up quick. Give you an athletics and a survival. Defender, you're going to be our tank, so I want things like that. Defensive stance. Yeah. Adopts more conservative combat strategy. +2 enemies engaged. Alright, yeah. The struts and supports are large enough to be the ribs and vertebrae of a large dragon.
Hey
well,
there.
these little guys didn't kill that. They didn't kill a dragon. Okay, I thought maybe this dude would be the cook. Still no cook. Can you guys find your way down here? We're running into everything but the cook. Uh-oh. Not a lot of map left. Oh, can't get in there. Let's see. If we could do this and then double speed. Maybe we can't do that during... Okay, we'll zip them over there. Alright, double speed. Hello. Oh, here we go. Tenfrith! We found him! The young dwarf tending to the stew looks up, startled as he sees you approach. He drops his ladle, spattering stew across the ground. What? The bandit turns. Get him, you dogs, and make sure our new cook don't run off. Help, please help me, ugh. One of the bandits gives Tenfrith a kick as they pass him, and he huddles. Alright, well that's just rude. Okay, Adair. On this dude. Astrid. Over here.
How may I help?
Aloth. I don't want to do the web. Wait, yeah, do the web. Do the web in the back. To this guy. And Tarn,
Yeah?
shoot him. In fact, actually, Tarn, after you do that, mark the prey here. Okay, Aloth. Now, Aloth, why are you up front fighting? What are you, a maniac? Get over here. Okay, how we doing? How we doing? Everything's looking alright. I think this is the last fight of our... Now, does this only affect enemies? Causes enemy wounds to ignite. Oh, nice. Fantastic. Astrid, kill Archer. Everyone else, you don't have to stand there. You can jump in. Hey, we got him.
Good day, stranger.
By the flame, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I thought I'd be stuck cooking for those ignorant weasels for the rest of my life. Or until they were bored with me, I suppose. Did Pasca send you? She must be beside herself. I must get back at once. But listen, the next time you're in Gilded Vale, be sure to drop by the Black Hound. I'll let her know what you've done for me, and I'm sure she'll do right by you in turn. You have earned a reputation. Oh, to be back at my oven again. Reputations can be held with communities or factions in the Eastern Reach and will affect how members of that group respond to you. We got some experience.
You give me any more gifts and people will start thinking you're playing favorites.
Loot a bunch of stuff. Anything in here we can take? Yup. Take everything. 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 And we'll head back. Wait, we gotta find that guy, though. That guy's friend. I think he was over here. Originally. Where is that guy? Is he gone now? I said I'd get revenge. Oh no. I said that I would get revenge for you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll try to find him another time, I guess. Ooh. Wait, cattails, hang on. Is there any spots left on the map we haven't been? No. I'm just going to check up the road here. Nope. Other side of the road? We've already been there. Alright. And we can't get there. Alright. We may have let him go. We'll see. But we couldn't have experienced that until we were a watcher. So I don't know. We'll give that one some thought. But we're going to head back to Gilded Vale. We are going to go back to the Black Hound Inn. Which is not there, but there. Maybe we'll find him in town. Red cape. He has a red cape. So we'll keep a lookout. Oh, I could have double timed it. Double time, boys. It's not one of you two, is it? You're just villagers. Nobody minds that I bring this bear in here. You are a villager. You are a villager. Let's look in this side room for a second. Villager. 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 Orland server. Drunkard. Strong Brightblade. Like from Dragonlance? As you near, you feel a vibrant history connected in the essence of this man's soul. Voices from its past seem to call out to you. I remember now, this is the Kickstarter stuff. Okay, I don't want to go into all that. If you kickstarted the game, you get to like write a backstory for a character and put it in. There's Tenfrith.
Gods keep you.
Hello and welcome to the... Oh, it's you! Tenfrith told us what you did for him. It's such a relief to have him back. I can't thank you enough. Consider yourself a favorite of the house. Discounts on drinks, rooms. Tenfrith said he wanted to whip up something nice for you. He's already back to work in the kitchen. So what would you like? Right now we need a room. 1,100 experience. Total quest experience 1,659. Oh man, we don't get a nice room for free. Come on. I feel like the laborer's rest should be, you know, pro bono at this point. We risked our lives to save this guy, whatever. We'll rest. Our first night as a watcher. No, it's not our first night as a watcher, actually. And no one leveled up. But I am going to take this save here. And we're going to continue on. I'd like to maybe go back to the blacksmith, because it seems like there's a side quest there. And then we need to find our way to Cadnua. But there's probably more stuff to do in town. So we're going to keep looking around in town for a bit. But that is going to do it for this one. I'm having a blast with this. If you're enjoying the series and you could give me the like, comment, subscribe, the YouTube stuff does really help me. I'll be back soon with more Pillars of Eternity. Until then, stay safe, take care of each other, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.